Hi everybody, welcome to Goat Sports Performance. Dr. Tim Baghurst, and I'm joined by a special guest, Cristina Amaya from Colombia, number 7 on the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour. That's the LPRT. Cristina, thank you for joining me. I wanted to ask you about life as a professional, because many people think that, you know, it's glamorous, it's really cool, you get to travel everywhere and just have a good time, but not always like that, is it?
Well, thank you for having me here.
Sure.
Well, being a professional athlete is pretty cool, actually, because you get to know like a lot of people. You get to have like little families everywhere you go, and you have a great time. Although there are some stuff like that are not that like cool.
Such as what?
Such as that because of racquetball. Because racquetball is not like a big sport.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fact that you are in the top 10, that doesn't guarantee that you're gonna have like tons of money.
So you're not rich?
No, I'm not rich. Like I know I'm not poor either.
Yeah.
You know, like I have enough to live, but.
But
like,
it's not like other big sports where you're a millionaire.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's not like tennis that they go to a tournament and they have like a suite for themselves and they have like anything they want for food and all that.
Coaches.
Like coaches and therapists, and the psychologist is right there behind them, and it's not like that. I mean, we have good stuff. It's not that we're like sleeping outside of the club or anything. Well, we do in the bus sometimes. But so you get a room, you get everything, but still you have to save money like in some way. Mm-hmm. For example, for me, I live in Colombia, but I have to stay here in the States when I have a tournament in less than like 2 weeks. So because it's too expensive to go back and forth.
Right.
But yeah, like the good thing about it, like, because I always try to look the good side of every situation that I'm living. So I have to stay here all that time. But the good thing is that I get to travel in the bus. Like for some people, the bus is like, I don't like to be like in a.
We're talking about the gearbox bus,
yeah,
right?
Gearbox
Gearbox
bus.
Sports. Okay.
But like I enjoy it as much as I can. Like I travel all over the States.
Mm-hmm.
I met people. I get to like awesome places, like gorgeous places.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like I still enjoy what I do. And like if somebody else wants to be like a professional athlete, maybe they'll have to do what I do, or maybe they'll have more like opportunities, and maybe they get more money and just travel to whenever they want. They have to travel and then go back home.
Mm-hmm. So you, on average, maybe play one tournament a month, something like that. How do you train in between tournaments so that you're prepared each time and you've improved? What kind of training do you do?
Well, it depends on how far is the tournament. So, like, if I have 1 week only, like, I try to play a lot and, like, do, like I do gym, but not, like, I don't lift weights, like, too hard, just, like, to maintain my, my strength in my muscle, because I don't want to get injured or anything. And I do a lot of, like, footwork and speed drills and stuff like that.
And if you... 4 weeks, 6 weeks, what do you do differently?
I will put like a little bit more of weight work and like other kind of exercises to maintain, and also like to get more strong, like in some weaknesses that I have. So that's like there I have more time. But if it's like too close, like 1 or 2 weeks, I try to do like technique work, like to get on the court and like work on my shots and by myself, and then like play with somebody, and also like all the speed work and all that.
So you're very active on social media. You have an Instagram, Facebook, everything like that. Look for Cristina Amaya, Amaya. How does that help you in your professional life, being on Facebook? Because many of us we just have a Facebook page. But how can it be an advantage to you as a professional?
Well, I think that people kind of get to know you a little bit. Like I don't have like 10,000 followers or anything. I think I have like 2,000 and something. But it's good because you like the people get to know the sport a little bit more, and the people that know the sport get to know that there are women playing. Because the first time that I was on the bus and I was traveling like to all those places, there were people asking like, oh, so the women's like can play racquetball too, and they can be actually pretty good. And they didn't know that we have like a professional tour, that we have that we had like players from all over the world. Like they didn't know anything about it. So it was pretty cool. Like the last time I traveled, people that I've never seen before, they were like, oh, I follow you on Instagram and I think it's pretty cool what you all do. And they know the sport. They know that there's some women out there that can play and can beat guys sometimes, you know. So so I think that's the
I
best
confess
part.
to that. So in looking at the sport and looking at your professional career, I've seen you play for several years now at the World Championships and Pan American Championships. What kind of goals do you have over the next couple of years? What do you want to achieve as a professional?
Well, I try to go one step at a time. Like I have like big goals, of course, but like my main goal for now is to win the Bolivarian Games.
Okay, which are in November, right?
In November. So that's like my main goal this year. And I've been working for about like 3 or 4 months from, so I still have like a month to get there. And next year we have the Pan Am, like next year is gonna be super busy. Like we have Pan Am Championship, we have World Championship, and we have South American Games, and we have, I think we have another one. I forgot. I think it's Central American.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we have like 4 big events. So like after I finish Bolivarian Games, like my goal is to get ready for the next one. And I think the most important to me is Worlds, and then the South American Games. Like, cause South American Games, Bolivarian Games, maybe for countries like United States or Mexico, like they're not important because they're not playing on it. But this kind of games involve the governments of the countries.
Right. So they're very important for you.
Yeah, they're super
Colombia.
important. Like if I win the Bolivarian Games, I can guarantee for saying like that maybe like a salary from the government, because I don't have any right now. So I can get a salary from the government and I can get some money from them, and they're also are gonna look more to racquetball, because right now we're not important to them.
So you're exposing the sport to your country.
And we're gonna have more support for tournaments, and like sometimes we just don't get paid like any or expensive to come to tournaments. So if I can achieve that, then they're gonna start support us more to travel.
Now, all of those goals you just mentioned are for your country.
Yes.
But you also play professionally on a tour. So do you have any goals professionally? Well, professionally for your country, but for the tour as well?
Yeah, I expect to be in the top 5 at the end of the season.
Okay.
That's like my goal for this part of the year.
Well, you can certainly follow her career and see if she does finish on the top 5 and how she does in all of these international competitions. Look for her on Facebook and Instagram and other social media, Cristina Amaya. Thank you so much for joining me. Of course, if you have any questions about Goat Sports, my website is goatsports.pro. But until next time, thanks for watching.